If you've been living under a rock, Paul McCartney released his new record last Friday called Egypt Station, and I just have to say this is an incredible record, and it's quickly moving up the ladder in my own personal ranking for my all-time favorite Paul solo album. It's challenging Ram for the number one spot, which is saying something because I love Ram. And today I was told, don't be ridiculous, but it's how I feel. This album is amazing, and I love the artwork. I just love how Paul used the painting that he did in the '80s in 2018. Like that's so cool to me. Like, and the triangle thing. I look at it as a or a pyramid with radio waves, and I know some people see it, as train tracks and stuff like that. I just got the normal deluxe edition vinyl with no trifold, which is disappointing to me because I really wanted, the trifold because I think the artwork is just beautiful on this. Black vinyl, no color vinyl, and I also got somewhere in this room the free album print that came with the album because I bought it from Vintage Vinyl in St. Louis, and I also picked up the Target exclusive CD, which came with 2 bonus tracks. So I will get to that in a little bit. So first of all, I love the theme of this record. Paul it's a concept album, and that's very Sgt. Pepperish in a way, and I just love how Paul described the record as, Egypt Station is like a train station, and, the songs are different landscapes, throughout the world, and I just thought that was so cool. With Opening Station, you're put right into that mood of, you're in a train station waiting to take off and see where the record takes you. So I'm going to go song by song and give you my thoughts. Opening Station, there's not much to it. It's just like, sounds like you're in a train station with all the voices and stuff. And then it fades nicely into I Don't Know, which is, in my opinion, this is destined to be an all-time Paul classic. I Don't Know. It is beautiful, and I love the lyrics, especially I got crows at my window and dogs at my door. I just love that. A beautiful, beautiful piano piece, which Paul sings with a lot of emotion. Which the next song on the album is Come On To Me, which is, of course, the first song we all got to hear that little tease of in Liverpool at the pub back in June, I think. Which, it's a nice upbeat rocker, and I love it, especially the bass line near the end. Very cool, and shout out to Brian Ray for the electric sitar. Very cool. Happy With You, I like. The lyrics, the lyrics are, very honest, very Paul. I used to get stoned. He used to, lie to his doctor, but now he doesn't do it anymore. And, just things that, make people happy. A newborn baby lamb, just all that stuff. It's the little things in life that you should appreciate because life is short. So that closes side A, and side B opens up with Who Cares, which is a song about bullying. I like it a lot. I know some people don't like the lyrics. They think they're silly, but I like it from having a personal experience with bullying or being bullied over the summer. It really speaks to me, and I think of the people who did that. So whenever I hear this song, so it gives me a smile. And the next one, "Fuck You," of course, the big controversial song on this record. Some people, you either hate it or you love it. Personally, I like it. Paul Paul being modern and expanding his creativity and pushing his musical limits and trying something new. And whether you like it or dislike it, you can't deny it is catchy as heck, and the double entendre is clever. I mean, how can you hate that? Double entendres are fun. Confidant, it's okay. I do like how Paul is writing a song about his guitar in the corner. I thought that was really cool. The story behind the song. And it's all right. It's a grower, definitely. People Want Peace. That's another all right song. I feel like it's very catchy as well. Like, I could see Paul playing this in concert and the audience chanting "People want peace," So it continues the theme of the Beatles and the peace movement with Ringo, peace and love, and George, Hare Krishna, and John with his whole peace thing. Hand in Hand, beautiful, beautiful song. I love it, especially with the flute solo at the end. That is absolutely gorgeous, and I know Hand in Hand is going to be, it's going to be in a lot of people's weddings, I feel. I feel that Paul should definitely play this one live. I think it should replace My Valentine as the song for Nancy live. Dominoes, very Paul, very catchy. I love it. Back in Brazil, I know a lot of people hate this one, and I don't, it's just a fun, simple song. It gets me dancing, which I don't like. I'm not a dancer, like, I don't groove, but it makes me want to dance, so that's cool. Do It Now, it's okay. It's probably my least favorite song on the record. I know the story behind it is one of Paul's fathers saying to him, do it now. So that's cool. I can appreciate that. Caesar Rock, or She's a Rock, as it was originally called, I think. Very, very good song. I love Paul's vocals in this song, and it kind of harkens back to the Monkberry Moon Delight vocals, which, good on you, Paul. You still have that vocal range, that rock voice, and Matching Teeth. Man, part of me wishes the album would have been called Matching Teeth, or Matching Teeth, because it's so out there and so quirky and so Paul McCartney. But Egypt Station's pretty good. Despite Repeated Warnings, epic song. I think it was written about Donald Trump, but of course Paul doesn't refer to him by name. It's just the captain. Like, the last side of this record is just amazing. Despite Repeated Warnings, epic song. And then you have Station 2, which harkens back to Station 1, or opening station, with the train station. And only this time you have a busker plug in, and he plays the riff very quietly to start with of Hunt You Down. And then it's louder and louder, and then it just boom, right into Hunt You Down, which I thought was genius. I love that. And Hunt You Down, man, what a rocker that is. I love it. Naked is really catchy. And C-Link, just, I assume it's Paul playing the guitar on this. Just bluesy, simple Paul McCartney. I love it. And as far as the bonus tracks are concerned, Get Started is really, really good. It reminds me of Wings. Part of me wishes that Get Started would have been the opener after opening station. I feel like that would be a better album opener than, I don't know, but that's just a little nitpick. And Nothing for Free is another song co-written and produced by Ryan Tedder. Very fireman-ish, very experimental. I dug it. I know a lot of people wish that it could be a single from the record, which is interesting. I don't think, has Paul ever released like an A-side single, like, what am I trying to say? Has Paul ever released a single that was an A-side that can be considered a bonus track? on his albums. I don't know. So, all in all, Egypt Station, the best album Paul McCartney has done in at least 20 years, and continues the strong run of McCartney albums in the 21st century. Heck, even going back to Flaming Pie. With the one kind of okay album is Driving Rain, but Chaos on Creation in the Backyard, fantastic. The Room Was Full, fantastic. The Electric Arguments, fantastic. New, great. Egypt Station, phenomenal. And can we just talk about the promotion here for a second? The promotional campaign for this album is so ambitious and so creative. Like, you have Paul McCartney doing carpool karaoke with James Corden. He was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, doing a little skit. What else? All the different configurations. You got the standard vinyl, the Paul McCartney store exclusive colored vinyl, the Barnes & Noble Red Edition exclusive, the Barnes & Noble exclusive red vinyl, the Target and HMV exclusive CDs with bonus tracks, the cassette from the Paul McCartney store with his recent flash sale, all the digital, Apple Music, Spotify, the Under the Staircase documentary, which is the Abbey Road studio concert that took place a month or two ago. That's being released on Friday. You got the GQ interview, which, of course, a lot of people have talked about on social media over the past day or so because of comments made by Paul about what he and John Lennon used to do with their friends back in the day. People, this isn't new news. John wrote a scene in a play about it, and Pete Shotton wrote about it in his book, and Paul talked about it in his book many years from now. So it's not new news. And of course you have all the media talking about that one little piece of a fantastic interview. And I'm surprised that nobody's talking about how Paul and his band jammed Check My Machine. Wouldn't that be amazing to see Check My Machine in concert mixed with We Can Work It Out? So anyway, of course, Paul's got a new tour coming up as well, the Freshen Up tour. American dates being announced months in advance, which is great. I just wish he would announce all the dates at once. So anyway, that's my review. Egypt Station, fantastic. If you don't have it, what are you doing? Go pick it up right now. All right.